Would you state your name for the jury?
Yes, it's crime scene detective Dees,
Where are you employed?
Jacksonville Sheriff's Office,
And how long have you been employed with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office?
for almost 6 years.
Did you attend the academy before transitioning to the crime scene unit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you work patrol for any period of time before you moved?
Yes, ma'am.
How long was that?
The academy was about a year, and patrol was about 2 years.
As a crime scene detective, do you commonly respond to scenes to process for evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you collect the evidence as directed by detectives, but also based on your own training and experience?
Yes, ma'am.
In this particular case, did you have the opportunity to respond to a home or residence on Victoria Lakes Drive?
Yes, ma'am.
And would that have been 13751 Victoria Lakes?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that address located within Duval County?
Yes, ma'am.
Upon arriving at that residence, what was your responsibility?
Just to photograph and document everything in the residence, as well as collect anything that the detectives wanted.
Was that residence being searched pursuant to a search warrant that had been obtained?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the execution of that warrant, or the day that you showed up to process, on June 27th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
On your arrival, did you start with any particular area of the residence?
The exterior.
And upon photographing the exterior, did you notice any cameras that were affixed to the residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an opportunity also to photograph those?
Yes, ma'am.
After photographing the exterior of the residence, did you move to the interior of the residence?
Yes, ma'am.
When you process a scene like this, are you given some kind of surface level information from the detective?
Yes, ma'am.
In this particular case, were you given that type of a summary?
Yes.
Specifically, though, did you get a rundown of who lived there, whose room was whose, anything like that?
No.
Is that typical to receive when you respond to those types of scenes?
No. Just a lot of pictures.
Sure. Did you previously review the contents of the photographs that you took at the residence as noted?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have no objection to the composite 51 and 52. The others are already in evidence. So.
Okay. 51 and 52 are admitted. Now, you mentioned that you start with the exterior of the residence typically, and that is something that you, again, did in this case.
Yes, ma'am.
In showing you 51C, if you're able to look over your shoulder there, is this the residence for which the search warrant was executed?
Yes, ma'am.
And were the vehicles that are parked in the driveway of this photograph there when you arrived to start processing the scene?
Yes, ma'am.
In 51D, did that include this Toyota 4Runner?
Yes, ma'am.
You also advised that there were some cameras affixed to the exterior of the house. Can you tell me where in 51E, and if you need to stand, feel free, the camera would have been that you were documenting here?
Yes, ma'am. Above the garage right there.
This 51F vantage point of that same camera above the garage.
Yes, ma'am.
When you entered the residence, was there also a camera affixed to the opposite side of the home? 51I.
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what's depicted in the top right corner here?
Yes, ma'am.
In photographing the entryway of the residence, was there an additional camera at 51L for this residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Ultimately, did you learn the at least name of the occupants of this residence?
Not that I recall.
And in your search, were other law enforcement officers from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office present?
Yes, ma'am.
As you moved to the interior of the residence, did you have an opportunity to photograph the kitchen?
Yes, ma'am.
And just based on your training and experience in 55A, was there anything that was present in the sink of the kitchen that you documented?
Yes, ma'am.
What was it that you felt the need to document?
As you can see, there's material and pieces of cardboard right there.
Was the sink filled with any liquid of any kind?
Yes, ma'am.
35B, is this as the sink was when you arrived?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you at some point start the process of removing those items from the sink to document them in 53E?
Yes, ma'am.
And the item that's located in 53F, where was that in the kitchen as it related to the sink with all of the other items? The item in the center, I'm sorry. The cover, correct.
Okay.
Where was it in relation if we look at 53E?
Is this 53?
Yes.
Okay. By the sink?
Okay, so on the little metal rack there, do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a close-up of the same thing.
Yes.
As you removed the items from the sink, were you able to spread them out in some way so that you were able to photograph them a little bit better?
Yes, ma'am.
Despite their condition, was there some kind of identifying information remaining? 53I.
Yes, ma'am.
53J. Is that also an item from the sink?
Yes, ma'am.
At some point, do you pull some either craft paper or cardboard to lay out all of the pieces?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what's reflected in 53K?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, do you continue the process of photographing each of those to obtain any kind of identifying info?
Yes, ma'am.
53L from the same sink.
Yes, ma'am.
53N. Same.
Yes, ma'am.
Were there any other rooms in the house or any other sinks that had been filled with items like this?
No, ma'am.
So the items that are depicted here in all of your photos from this scene that are reflective of wet pieces of paper, manuals, 53O, are all from this kitchen sink.
Yes, ma'am.
And the cover from 53B that we previously saw in the photograph next to the sink, did you also place that on the cardboard?
Yes, ma'am.
And moving on from the kitchen itself, did you also complete a search of the residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an opportunity to search the hallway of the residence leading to the bedrooms?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me about the layout. Was there some kind of closet, something other than a room in that hallway?
Yes, there was a closet in the hallway.
Did you have an opportunity to open that closet and document the items therein?
Yes, ma'am.
The items that were contained within that closet, is that what we are seeing in 55A?
Yes, ma'am.
What was it that you're documenting in this picture here?
So, right here, there's some ammunition cases.
In the center of the photograph here at 55A?
They're kind of green and metal. They have handles on them. Yes,
Were you
ma'am.
at least aware that the nature of this case involved the potential of firearms or the use of a firearm?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pull these cases out to document them more clearly as you continued processing this scene?
Yes, ma'am.
Were there also items of evidence that were ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what we're seeing in 55C?
Yes, ma'am.
Did that come from the same area?
Yes, ma'am.
As you moved those items out of the closet, did you also locate additional boxes of ammunition in 55E?
Yes, ma'am.
And as you processed the actual green tin boxes, did you open them to document the contents, 55F?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you locate in your search of this closet Remington ammunition,
Yes, ma'am.
55G? Is that what you documented here?
Yes, ma'am.
Contained within the green metal boxes, were there live rounds of ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
As the green cases for ammunition went on, 55O, did you continue locating or documenting the ammunition that was found inside of them?
Yes, ma'am.
In the back section of that closet, did you locate an additional box, 55U?
Yes, ma'am.
And also contained in this closet, were there other household items, clothing items or shoes, things of that nature?
Yes, ma'am.
Were the green metal cases ultimately impounded into evidence at 55BB?
Yes.
And as to each, did you open and photograph and document the contents therein?
Yes, ma'am.
Each of these green metal boxes, did they contain additional ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
In the smallest of the green boxes, were you able to document the contents inside of that, 55JJ?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you find inside the smallest of the green boxes?
More live rounds of rifle ammunition.
Of rifle ammunition?
Mm-hmm.
And is that what's depicted in 55NN?
Yes, ma'am.
And leaving that hallway where these items were located, did you move to the bedrooms of the residents to photograph the contents therein?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, you don't know the identity of the occupants of those rooms when you're photographing.
No, ma'am.
In the first room, did you locate a gun case in 52A?
Yes, ma'am.
Was there an
Say
actual...
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you keep saying uh-huh, so just say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Was there an actual firearm located inside of that box, 52B?
No.
Were there magazines located inside of that box?
Yes.
What was the firearm make that was meant for this particular box that was located?
Oh.
52E?
Yes.
But no firearm located with this box?
No.
Did you locate as well in the house or in that same bedroom, a mask in 52J?
I don't recall if the mask was in the bedroom. Is it okay if I refer to my report real
Would
quick?
it refresh your recollection?
Yes. The mask was in the closet in the hallway.
And it may be that some hallway photographs are here. So let's look back then at the next photo of 52M. Is this that same hallway, but just from a different vantage point where you found those green cases, 52M?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that in the center of the photo there?
That would be a vest.
And did you have an opportunity to process that as well by photographing it and laying it out in 52N?
Yes, ma'am.
Lastly, was there a room in which there was a safe that you were asked to process?
Yes, ma'am.
In 54A, is this the safe that you were asked to process from this same residence?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have an opportunity to photograph the contents of that safe?
Yes, ma'am.
Does 54D fairly and accurately represent what the safe looked like when it was open?
Yes.
54G, what are we looking at here that you're documenting?
Just the interior of the safe as it is.
As it relates to the firearms or the rifles that are located inside of that safe, were those rifles ultimately impounded into evidence?
Yes.
Was there ballistics evidence also located inside of the safe?
Could you clarify ballistics? evidence?
Sure, shell casings or items of live ammunition.
Yes.
Were there items of live ammunition also located in various places about the room?
Yes.
54S, was this a dresser inside of that room?
Yes, ma'am.
And in 54T, is this what you found inside or on top of that dresser as far as live ammunition?
Yes.
What I'm pointing at here directly in the center of this photograph, was that a rifle round?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that dresser located directly next to the safe?
I do not recall. I'd have to look at my pictures.
In 54D, were these both in the same room, the safe and the dresser?
Yes.
Now, back inside of the safe itself, you indicated there were some items of ammunition and then other firearms located therein, correct?
Yes.
In your processing of the safe, did you collect an item in 54Y that looked like this?
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
It's a brass catcher.
Were you able to document the contents of that brass catcher in 54Z?
Yes.
I'm showing you what's been marked as states 58, excuse me. Do you recognize this package?
Yes.
And did the contents of this package come from the interior of this brass catcher as we're viewing this photograph?
Yes.
Inside of that brass catcher, those 2 rounds, were you able to determine the caliber?
Yes.
What caliber rounds were inside of that brass catcher?
I believe 9mm.
Do you need to refer to your report to confirm?
Yes. Yes.
2 9mm casings from that brass catcher.
Yes.
But this was not attached to anything at the time that you photographed it and then ultimately pulled it from the safe, is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Did you locate additional brass catchers inside of that safe?
Yes.
54BE. Referring back to the firearms that were actually recovered, did you have an opportunity to pull out the firearms from 54DD that were recovered from that safe?
Yes.
Once those firearms were recovered or they were determined to have potential evidentiary value, were they impounded or boxed up by you?
Yes, ma'am.
In 54HH, is this one of the firearms that was removed from that safe?
Yes.
What is depicted as attached to that firearm, was that brass catcher already on there?
Yes, ma'am.
Was the rifle in 54, OO also removed from that safe?
Yes, ma'am.
In 5500, are we looking at the Black Forge rifle as depicted in 54QQ?
Yes.
And was the first rifle that had the brass catcher attached the Anderson rifle from 54II?
Yes.
Ultimately, at your conclusion of processing this scene, did you impound both of those rifles into evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
And upon impounding those rifles, are they boxed up and preserved and taped up?
Yes, ma'am.
I am showing you what's been marked as states 56 and 57. Do you recognize both of these boxes as having been the boxes used to impound both of those firearms?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, the state seeks to admit states 56 and 57.
Any objection?
No objection.
Admitted?
Is State's Exhibit number 56, based on your review of the packaging from which it was contained, the firearm that was retrieved from the safe?
Yes, ma'am.
And was this particular firearm the Black Forge rifle that was retrieved from the safe of this residence?
Yes.
Was there an additional rifle that was retrieved?
Yes.
I'm showing you what's been marked as States 57. Is this the second rifle that was retrieved?
Yes.
And is this how the rifle was collected?
No.
Okay. What change, if any, was made when you collected it?
There was a tape on the handle that I cut off and I preserved.
Can you take a look at States 57 and tell me where on the handle and describe for us what you're talking about?
Yes, on this handle right here, and there was tape wrapped around it, adhesive tape that I cut off and I preserved for DNA.
Okay, if you'll just say that into the mic, I think we got caught up there.
Sorry. Yes, just on that handle, there was adhesive tape wrapped around it that I cut off and I preserved it for DNA.
So on the handle of the firearm itself.
Yes, ma'am.
As it relates to this brass catcher that's attached to the right side of the firearm, was that affixed to the rifle when you pulled it out of the safe?
Yes, ma'am.
And was this sight on the top of the rifle also affixed to it when you pulled it out of the safe?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time I will pass the witness.
Okay, cross.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So you assisted with the search warrant at the residence, is that correct?
Yes.
That's Sean Gathrights' residence?
I don't know.
You don't know who lives there?
No
Do
idea.
you know how many people live there?
No idea.
Do you know how many bedrooms are in the house?
No. I would have to refer to my report.
You could.
No. No, I don't know how many. I'd have to look at my pictures, actually.
Okay. There was a picture of a safe. There were some rifles in the safe. Do you remember that picture?
Yes.
And those rifles, that safe, that was found in the master bedroom of the home?
Yes.
All right. It's not Sean Gathrights' room, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. For sure, that home that you searched, that's not Alicia Andrews' home, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know if it is?
I don't know.
Did you search Alicia Andrews' home?
I don't know who that is.
So you wouldn't know if Alicia Andrews' DNA or prints are on any of the weapons that you found?
No.
You wouldn't know if Alicia Andrews' DNA or prints are on any of the casings or the gun parts that you found?
No.
You wouldn't know if her DNA or prints are on any of the cardboard boxes that you found?
No.
And you don't have any evidence that anything that you just discussed on direct examination is connected to Alicia Andrews?
I don't know who that is. No. I have no idea.
No further questions.
Okay, redirect.
Ma'am, when you respond to a scene, do you know the identity of any of the suspects typically?
No.
Do you know the underlying circumstances or facts of the case?
No.
Is your job strictly related to the processing of the scene you respond to?
Yes.
The facts that are provided to you, are they relevant to the investigation, the whodunit of it all, or is it just for the purpose of processing?
Just for processing evidence.
The items of evidence that you did receive, did you relay that you did process or impound into evidence, did you relay all of that information to the detective on the case?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, may this witness be excused?
Yes, you can stay, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Here you go.